In this video, I'll be showing you the simplest way to solve a Rubik's Cube if you've never solved one before. If you've practiced enough after this video, and you've memorized enough, you'll be able to do this. I'm going to go over the basics that you need to use to solve the cube. So, like algorithms, which is R, R prime, L, L prime, U, U prime, D, D prime, B, B prime, F, F prime. So those are the basic algorithm moves that we need to solve the cube. Then we have corners and edge pieces. So if I say like to switch out an edge piece with R, U, R prime, U prime, that'd be R, U, R prime, U prime. So that'd go up here. So those are the basics that I need to use. So like it'll make it easier when I say like R, U, R prime, U prime. You'll probably know how to do it. So the first step into solving the Rubik's Cube is to get the white cross. To do that, we need to find these white edge pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. So first we have to match them up with its center. So we could do an F prime to get it on top. And then we can move that over here to match it up. Next we have to bring it down. So now we're just matching and bringing down. So next we have to let's do this one. So we do an F prime, bring it down. You don't always need to do an F prime, but just to get it on top. Then let's do this one. So if you're holding it at this angle with the white facing this way, you do an R prime, an F, and an R. And then that gets that matched up. So next we already have this one matched up, but if it was like over here, we just bring it over and match it up. And then we just do an F2 to bring it down. You don't always need to do an F2, but it just depends on what angle you're holding it at. If you have an edge piece that's flipped like that, then all you need to do is F prime, U, L prime, U prime. But if you don't have one that's flipped like that, well, if you have it that's flipped again, then you can do the righty algorithm one, which is F, U prime, R, U. Either one works, it still gets it flipped, so. The third step is the first layer, where we'll be getting these corner pieces down to the bottom and making this white face. So to do that, we have to find the corners, and then we have a white, a green, and a red. So we have to find that white, green, red. So we just have to bring that over now, and then we'd have to bring that down, and you do the righty algorithm, R, U, R prime, U prime. Or sometimes you could do it as the lefty algorithm, where you have it like that, and then you do L prime, U prime, L, U. L prime, U prime, L, U. L prime, U prime, L, U. U prime, L prime, U. No, L, U. Then you can do it one more time to get that piece in. So next we have this white, red, and blue piece that we have to get right here, because white, red, blue. So to get that over, we just do a U, and then we could rotate to the blue center to do the righty algorithm, and that gets it done fast. So we could do R, U, R prime, U prime. So as you can see, we have 2 corners in already in the right spot. So this is what we're doing. We're just making like an upside down T almost. So next we have the green, the white, and the orange. So to get that down, we have to find the white, the green, and the orange. So we have it right here already. And then we do the right algorithm to get it done faster. R, U, R prime, U prime. And then we have the last one right here. So what we could do is, if you want to do the lefty algorithm again, you could do L prime, U prime, L, U, and do that again. And again, L prime, U prime, L, U, L prime, U prime, L, U, L prime, U prime, L, U. Now we are on to the second layer. The second layer you can probably get pretty quickly, so the first thing you need to do is you need to find an edge piece. It doesn't matter which one you start off with. But yeah, if you have a certain color, you have to put it matching to the center. So just like that, you have to make a line. And then, once you have that, you do U, R, U prime, R prime. Rotate to the center to the left or right of it. U prime, L prime, U, L. So as you can see, that gets that edge piece into its correct spot. So next we have a red and a blue. So we have to match it up with the blue center because it's facing towards us. Alright, so as you can see, we have the blue center right here, and we made a line. And now we have to do it again. We have to do a righty algorithm, which is U, R, U prime, R prime. Rotate. Then you have to do the lefty algorithm. U prime, L prime, U, L. So that gets in our next piece. Now we have another edge piece which is already set up for us and already made the line. So we have to do the lefty algorithm of that right now. So that's U prime, L prime, U, L. Rotate, U, R, U prime, R prime. And then that gets in our last edge piece. Oh, no, second last. So we have to match it up with the green center because that's facing us. So move that, make a line, then do the lefty algorithm again. U prime, L prime, U, L. Rotate to the red center, U, R, U prime, R prime. So that gets our second layer. Say you made this mistake. You didn't match it up right, and then you did the algorithm to put it in. If you flip the piece like that, then you just have to take it out with an R, U, R prime, U prime. Switch to the lefty, L prime, U prime, L, U. So that gets it out of that spot. Now we have to match it up correctly to make that line. And then you do U, R, U prime, R prime. Then you rotate to the next center. U prime, L prime, U, L. So now that gets our piece flipped and into the right spot again. Our next step is to get the yellow cross, and to do that we have to do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And if it doesn't work and you get a line, you just have to do it again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And that gets us the yellow cross. The next step is to get these pieces matched up with the edge pieces. So you have to make the line again. And we already have 2 on the side. If you have 2 on the side, you can just start from anywhere. And then you have to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then it didn't work because we had those opposites. So next, you have to find these 2. And then you have to put them in the back like that and do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And as you can see, that matches all of the edge pieces, with its center. The next step is to match all the corners with their centers. And to do that, you have to find if any are matching. So we have this one matching, so you just have to check all the other ones. And we don't have another one. So we have to do U, R, U prime, L prime, and then reverse that. U, R prime, U prime, L. And if you notice, that gets all of these corners in the right spot. This is the final step in solving it. So the final step is you have to match all these corners to make the yellow face. And to do that, you have to rotate to the white side. And then you have to do R, U, R prime, U prime. And do that until you get this side facing that side. R, U, R prime, U prime. R, U, R prime, U prime. R, U, R prime, U prime. So that gets that side. That gets one corner solved. Now we have to do 3 more. So now you have to do D and do it again. R, U, R prime, U prime. Do it again. R, U, R prime, U prime. Do it again. R, U, R prime, U prime. And one more time. R, U, R prime, U prime. Now we have to get these 2. So do a D, do R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, D, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, D. So now you have solved your first Rubik's Cube. If you found this video helpful at all, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to solve next. Also, I'll be posting every other day. See you in the next one.